I did not mean to nap that long, bro. Damn, I think I knocked at like 2 or something.
I texted Marcus when I got home. I was like, "Hey, Oos, just got home. About to hop on Zoom."
Oh my God.
10 minutes later, "Hey, Oos, I'm on Zoom." 5 minutes later, I had to call this.
And the bedroom voice too, like, hello. Oh, what? Oh, Oos, was you sleep? Wake your game up. I was like, oh God, okay.
He said, "Are you off work?" I said, "Bro, I'm home and on Zoom right now." Bro.
I'm like, oh shit. What fucking year is it, dude?
What'd you do this morning? You went to the gym?
No, I didn't do a damn thing this morning. I just did the starter kit with the Uso Lance. That's it.
Okay.
And then I came upstairs and I was watching some stuff on YouTube and I was like, all right, cool. From here, I'm go to the gym. I wanted to go to Barnes and Noble today too. Wait, hold on, man.
You was really ambitious this morning.
You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, have you ever been so ambitious for the day that you get tired and overwhelmed and you just fall asleep from it?
Just thinking about what you want to do?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh my God, I'm going to go to Barnes and... ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of the Polytickin Podcast. Y'all know what it is, man. Episode 65. I'm hello Marcus, and I'm here with the Uso Sefa.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I literally just woke up about 10 minutes ago, and Sefa's been on. He's been on top of things since like 8 o'clock this morning.
I'm tired.
I've been knocked, bro.
I'm tired, but it's good.
Yeah, we're both tired for very different reasons. One of us worked and one of us didn't. Can y'all guess which one didn't?
Bruh, I have to go get insulin and put in my office again. Because after lunch today, bro, I was dying. I was like cross-eyed at work. I was like, dang, can I keep my eyes open, bro?
Yo.
I kept walking around. I kept like, oh, I'm gonna go get some water. I kept walking around the building because I was like, bro, I'm about to fall asleep. Yeah, I got to do that. I forgot to do it after Christmas break.
Man. Wait, so you're gonna have like some insulin just on deck with you at the job?
Mm-hmm. In the fridge.
Oh, okay.
Why you make it sound like it's crazy? Like
I don't know. I don't know what this. I don't know. I don't have diabetes.
Oh man. Before we get to these shenanigans and tomfoolery and whatnot.
Yeah.
Don't forget about the Polytickin Network. All right. If this is not enough for you, feel free to subscribe to the Patreon. The patreon.com/the Polytickin Podcast. Find the links in our Instagram at the Polytickin Podcast, at hello Marcus, at Sefa. All the information is in the link in our bios. Subscribe $5 a month gets you an extra episode every week. 4 episodes a month for only $5. That's a bargain. That's a bargain. And if that's not enough for you, feel free to head down to the Pacifica Movie Starter Kits, where Lance from the Polytickin Podcast and Marcus go ahead and they tackle contemporary classics in the Pacific Islander movie sphere.
Yeah, we watched The Tattooist the other night, and it's fuck. We wish it was better.
Oh, it was bad?
It was bad. And you're not a horror movie guy either.
I'm
You're not a horror movie guy, but I think you wouldn't get scared. Lance is a horror movie guy either, but he wasn't scared.
He watched it even though he's not a horror movie guy?
Yeah, he watched it with the lights off. Bro, had the ambiance and everything. Lights off by himself, and he said it wasn't scary. It's like, oh, bro.
Okay.
Yeah, this movie's crazy. So, yeah, if you're movie starter kit.
Yeah, if you're interested in hearing Marcus and Lance's take on that movie, The Tattooist, and also a lot of other classics in our culture, in our community, head on down to the Pacifica Movie Starter Kits. Also, if you're a 30-something-year-old, maybe even late 20s, 20-year-old, you know what I'm saying, and you like reminiscing, you like heading down memory lane and checking out different nostalgic topics. We have a nostalgic podcast, me and Uso Lance of the Polytickin Podcast, called the Way Back Wednesday Podcast. Wednesday spelled WHENSDAY. Or on Instagram, WBW_pod. I don't know, bro. We just talk about stuff from back in the day, and we just remind ourselves how old we are and how fleeting life is. So go ahead and check that out.
Yeah,
you know
it's all about the inevitable slow march of time, bro.
Time waits for no man.
Yeah.
and no podcaster. So yeah. Without further ado, we just finished all that. Let's get back to our regularly scheduled program.
Yeah, bro.
My brother, how have you been?
I've been great. No, same old shit, man. Just work, bro. But literally this morning, you know what I'm saying? This morning I got some news, bro, that I'm so mad, right, that we have to work to survive, right? On Sundays I usually, I'm working on Sundays and stuff,
Yeah.
And I find out this morning that Uncle Dwayne, The Rock Johnson's mother, came to our church. She came to our church with her chauffeur and everything, bro. She, I guess, she's out here. She's looking for a church to go to, and she came to ours on Sunday, yesterday. And I think after the service, she called up her son Dwayne, you know what I'm saying, and was like gonna put him on speaker, but old people in their phone, she actually put him on FaceTime, and he said, hey, there's actually people here who want to say hi, and then she turns the phone towards everybody, hi, you know what I'm saying? And I was at work dying, working 12 hours, so I missed an opportunity to say hi to Uncle Dwayne, you know what I'm saying, to plug our show, maybe to get him on.
You would have plugged the show? He was on FaceTime at church? You would have plugged him?
Yeah,
what would you have said? What would you have said?
Uncle Dwayne, get on the Polytickin Podcast right now. What is your information? We can also get your mom on there too. She's out here.
Hey, Marcus is a real one. For the first thing he thinks about when he learns that he could have met The Rock is put him on the show.
Put him on the show.
I like that. I like that.
Yeah, but I learned that this morning, and
you didn't do it, but
yeah. I mean, I didn't do it, and I didn't get to do it.
Yeah,
I probably wouldn't have done it. I would have been too wrapped up in saying hi to Uncle Dwayne.
Did your family have like a picture of them? Did your family have a picture of them like talking or anything?
No, God, thank God they didn't, bro. I would have been even more mad, bro.
You would have been mad?
Yeah,
I don't want to be happy for your people.
I know, man, but I don't want to see that shit. I want to be a part of the thing that my people is a part of. I don't want to see that shit. Get the shit out of my face, bro.
So who'd you learn this from?
My auntie. Yeah.
How'd she tell it to you? She like rub it in your face?
Yeah. Yeah, she said, damn, Marcus, you could have met him. No, she didn't, bro. She didn't rub it in my face, bro. No. She's just telling us what happened or telling me what happened. I was like, oh, hell yeah, that's tight. And inside I was burning with jealousy.
I didn't know you wanted to meet The Rock. You want me to hit him up after this?
Yeah, man, hit him up, bro. Yeah, I didn't know you knew Uncle Dwayne like that. Shut the hell up, bro.
Yeah, he bought the pink tape. Yeah. He wanted a collab.
Yeah, he wanted a collab. I knew it, bro.
You remember that song The Rock did with Wyclef?
The Rock did a song with Wyclef, John.
You don't remember that? That's how I know you ain't a real fan. That's how I know you wasn't really in the WWF trenches.
I did not know he has a song with Wyclef Jean. What's it called? Lay it to smack it down?
No, it's called It Doesn't Matter. I know a lot of people make fun of The Rock. It's all about drive, all about hunger, all about power. Like, I get it. But that wasn't his debut.
Yeah. He was already gassing with Wyclef Jean.
I won't lie, he didn't really say anything other than "It doesn't matter."
Oh,
and Wyclef is basically like a sample. Like they sampled that and they put it in at like every other bar.
Yeah.
Dang, where's the iPad?
What was Wyclef Jean talking about?
It was like
on Sunday.
It was like a
Tuesday.
It was like a storytelling song. And it was about Wyclef, and he was in the club, and this dude was beating him up, and then The Rock came, and he called The Rock for backup, and The Rock beat that dude up.
It doesn't matter what you do to Wyclef Jean. I'm gonna beat your ass right now.
Hold on, let me just play a sample, because it It's just like,
bro.
I got a pocket full of Sony, then it done it. It doesn't matter. I'm so mad you don't know this song. It had a music video. The music video used to play on 106 in Park. I used to vote for it. Like, it was real.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, we was really out there.
Damn. Well, why didn't you call up Uncle Dwayne and shit and get him on the show already? You seem to know this fool.
Bruh, I'm saying. I hit him up after this.
Yo, I got 50 Bentleys in the West Indies.
It doesn't matter.
Full of cheese in a garden full of trees. It doesn't matter.
Bro, what I'm telling, bro. Yeah, that would have been my MySpace song had it come out a little earlier, but it was a little older before MySpace, so it had phased out. But yeah, shout out to The Rock, man.
Yeah, shout out to The Rock. Shout out to his mother for showing love to the church. Shout out to me for being at work because I had to, you know what I'm saying, and I have to do this to survive and make a living and do, you know, whatever the fuck that is.
Hey, all right, I gotta ask this now because you got me interested. You piqued my interest, bro.
Okay.
Ew.
What?
So when you went to church in San Antonio, you said your church was smaller.
Mm-hmm.
And then I know the church you went to in Sac. Mm-hmm. This church that you going to now, is y'all a big deal? Like y'all a mega church or something?
No, we're not no Joel Osteen mega church. It's just a church that's been around for a while.
Okay. Because if the Rock mom like trying to find a church and she go to y'all, like y'all are definitely in the top rankings. Like,
you know,
like what's the main attraction? Like what y'all got going that will make the Rock's mom choose y'all? Because
we got real great people over there. That's what we have.
Oh God. Oh brother.
Oh brother. This guy stinks.
I don't care if she's ugly. She has a great heart. Like, bro, so y'all been
my church like that, bro.
You know what Marcus Loki just said? Marcus Loki just said other churches have despicable human beings running their
I didn't congregation. Say that you did, bro. I didn't say that you did, bro.
No, I like knowing that she pulled up to y'all church. It makes me like I'm looking at y'all a little differently now. Like I feel like if the Rock's mom could make time to go to that church on a Sunday, you have no excuse not to go to church on Sundays, even if you work. Like you need to make time because apparently that church is very prestigious, and you're being very disrespectful not going to church now.
Well, the church ain't going anywhere. It's gonna be there if I go to work or
this
not.
Guy,
you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It'll be around forever.
So y'all been around for a minute.
For a minute.
Okay. Much respect. Yeah. I was unfamiliar with your game, but I know now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know what it is.
Put some respect on his name.
Yeah. You know The Rock. We know Joel Osteen.
Shout out to Marcus's church. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to y'all. You know, much respect.
You know what the hell have you been up to, bro?
I've been chilling, man. But I was at the mall the other day and went to go use the bathroom, and I didn't realize this was a thing. But I guess it is, and it should be a thing. But I went to go take a piss, and when I walked in the bathroom, there was a baby stroller just right outside one of the stalls, and the dude was going in. Like he was taking a dump, and the baby was just in the bathroom. The baby was just in the bathroom like this. And I walked by, like I hella had to piss. So I walked in hella fast, and I seen the baby, and it scared me because I was like, what the hell? And then the baby got scared too because I jumped, and then he jumped. It was just like,
You having a stare down with the baby?
I was about to take a piss right there at the urinal, but then the baby was there, and I was like, so I just went to the stall.
Ew, don't look at me, baby.
Yeah, like what the hell? And it reminded me of that. Remember that conversation we had? Like if people, the different stalls of the different urinals that you use, dying. But yeah, it was just weird. And then I was like, dang, man, much respect to that single father. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I've never seen that before.
Me up until now, I've never done it. And maybe it's a Canadian thing, like because I don't know, bro. If I was taking I would take that. How would you handle that?
I don't know. What else is there? If you're a single father,
I swear, I would just take the baby with me and do my business.
For real?
Yeah, I would take the baby and we sitting on the toilet together, like. Like I don't know. I literally.
I don't know, bro. I feel like I need some alone time. Like, look, I'll leave my damn son right outside. I need to be alone for a minute, bro.
Look, if I did that, mind you, I'm not a father. Mark is not a father. We just saying what if. But if I did that and somebody walks in, like my brain is like,
bro, they
about to take off with the baby. like I'm looking under the stall trying to see whose shoes it is so I can recognize the dude with the Team Jordan. Yeah, I don't know. No, I'm taking the baby with me. Like, you know what's funny is that happened a couple days ago, but I thought about it like all the way up until the podcast.
Well, yeah,
because I'm like
crazy.
What would I do?
Yeah,
and I came to the conclusion I would take the baby out. They could steal the stroller, that's whatever.
Yeah,
but nah.
They can't steal Junior.
But maybe that is also Marcus is a narcissist for naming his baby after himself. But they
no, his name is just literally Junior.
Oh,
it's not Marcus Jr. Nothing. It's just Junior.
For the longest, that's what I thought it was.
What?
I just thought Junior was just a popular name as a kid.
Oh,
I didn't realize it was a universal nickname for people named after their parents.
Oh, innocent Sefa.
Yeah, just a dumb kid. But yeah, so you would leave the baby?
I'd leave the baby. Yeah,
in Carson.
Well, okay, yeah, maybe not in Carson. I guess you could get away with it in Canada because out here that is crazy.
Yeah,
no wonder why we've never seen it out here.
That's what I was. That's exactly what I was thinking too. Like,
yeah.
Is it just because Canadians like we trust people and in America is totally different?
Yeah, Canada, are you that trusting that we could just leave our babies outside while we handle our business in the toilet?
Hey, I know Japan probably like that too. Japan, like literally, there are signs on the street, right? For crosswalks, like kids don't need crosswalks. All they have to do is raise their hand and walk across the street. You got to stop for them.
Oh, what?
They have signs. They have signs on the street for the drivers to say, "Watch out for kids. They're walking across the street." You just have to raise your hand hella high, and you can just cross wherever you want.
Yeah.
Yeah. So different places, different things. Maybe that's just a Canadian thing.
Maybe. Japan is wild because like there's no in between there, right? You're either super nice and kind or you're just a psychotic murderer.
Wait, what are you talking about?
Because I've always heard about Japan's like, reputation of being super, super nice, super kind. You know what I'm saying? As far as the people, and they're very forward as far as like technology and stuff. Right. But then there's this whole dark side to Japan where you're just a straight up cannibal murderer. There's no in between. I don't know where I came up with this. But I just feel like there's just one
Tokyo Drift.
No, not Tokyo Drift, bro. I'm just like, I don't know, man. I don't know where it came from. I feel like there's no in between. Nobody's out there just, of course I'm wrong, but whatever. Man, shut up. Whatever, Japan, shut up.
Shout out to the baby stroller. Shout out to the single parents. I can see a mom doing that. Just leaving, Sexist. In the bathroom. I can see that. But, I don't know. Nobody no boys' bathroom. And he was like, it was in between the other stall. Like, there were more stalls beyond it. I was like, why don't you just go to the last stall? Like, why would you stop in the middle? Now people got to screw around your baby to, handle their business.
And that last stall was empty?
I think I don't know. But I thought it was.
Why would you go into the middle or the first?
I don't know. Why would you not just take a dump at home before you take your kid to the mall? That's the real question.
Yeah, just go in your pants.
I honestly have been thinking about that ever since it happened because I'm like, I be thinking about myself. Like I already be like, damn man, I gotta go to the store. They got one of the bathrooms where it's just the door and you lock it. Like you just by yourself.
Yeah.
But then damn, we go to this one. But like thinking about having a baby with you too.
Yeah.
That's a lot of pressure.
Man. I
Oh,
mean,
cool.
if the stall is big enough, there's some big ass handicap stalls with hella space. I just bring the stroller in there,
Yeah.
you know.
I
But
mean, I don't. Well, Marcus will tap back in when he gets a baby.
yeah.
Anyway.
What?
Speaking of people who have to tap back in, JPS American Samoa, Junior Prep Sports of American Samoa sent a football team out to the States to compete, and they will have to tap back in with the flights because they got cut short on some of their games.
Mm.
um, yeah, so it was a meetup amongst different teams from different places. I think they had Samoa. I want to say Hawaii. I know they have Vegas. I know they have Washington, and it was just like a showcase of different talents of football players from different places in the Pacific Islands or of Pacific Islanders. Uh, and to nobody's surprise, there were quite a few scuffles. Well, there was one big one, right? Did you see the video?
Mm-mm.
They had a big video, and it was during one of the games. I think it was between American Samoa and Washington, and there was a brawl. Bunch of kids fighting, a bunch of kids throwing helmets, punches, whatnot. And I think the fight was one thing, but then the the Facebook comments was another war in itself.
Oh God! See, that's unsurprising. Well. So you said unsurprising. There was some fights. Like, why is that not surprising to you? Why is everybody?
Because it's football.
Mm.
And if you
It's
watch
youth
football,
sports, and parents get involved too, and be yelling at everybody and shit like they're fucking.
well,
You know.
you dealing with that's a lot of pride on that football field, but also like football in general is such a like contact sport.
Mm-hmm.
Most times, you know, if you watch it, you can notice like you'll start to see the lineman or the linebacker, whatever. You'll start to see them bumping heads, and it'll cut to commercial or it'll cut away. They don't really publicize it like that, but like if you go to an actual football game and you see them, like people is tossing helmets and punching on like every other play. Like it's not too. Yeah. Now that you mentioned that, it did sound like I said like it wasn't about the fact that it was Samoans. It was the fact that it was football.
Yeah.
And football is a you know eye contact sport, and it's a lot of emotions. And then you dealing with people from like different places, so they're very prideful in there,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and
And
everybody
young
wants to
kids
show.
at that.
Yeah, yeah. So it's a lot of emotions that's not being able to be controlled. It's a contact sport, and on top of that, you representing where you from. So like, you know, pride, pride is so strong that you could have two kids from gangs that hate each other in the hood. But when you play a team from out of town, they best friends going in. They are brothers in arms going into war when they play on that football field. That's how strong pride is. It'll make you forget like all of that animosity towards someone that you live next to, and y'all become best of friends for a football season. So as they, I mean, it's with a lot of power comes great responsibility, and they, you know, shout out to Spidey, you know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
unfortunately, one of the days it ended in a fight between American Samoa and Washington. Marcus, did you? This was a post that I seen on Facebook. It was well worded. I don't want to say who it's from, but shout out to her. She's a public figure in American Samoa. A lot of people out there who are who's just been around that they're familiar with her. She's done a lot in the community, and she's done a lot herself in sports as well. So reading her post, I know it comes from the perspective of somebody who's been through the athletics of American Samoa and also in the States, and somebody who's been around, you know.
Right. Kids from the Rock may not know or play American football as well as you do, but they also don't have the same equipment, opportunities, and exposure that you do. You're talking about losing the chance to showcase your child's talent. Your child plays in front of mainland folks 100% of the time. Meanwhile, our kids have to earn a spot on this JPS team to get mainland exposure once, maybe twice in their entire high school career. Most of the time, the slot is earned as a senior, and by then, you already know it's almost too late. Same dream, but we have the much harder path. Congratulations, you're better than our team. I sure hope you are. Would be a damn shame to have everything available to you at your fingertips and still be challenged by kids with little to nothing. So, um, so what's the context of her post? It's against all the comments that are just talking down on the fighting and the.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was like I said, the fight on the field was one thing, but then there was also a ton of fighting on Facebook amongst the comments, in the video comments, also on people's pages independently.
What was
So,
what was the biggest point of contention in the comments that everybody was talking about?
I mean, honestly, it was you had to really read the comments to see who they was talking about because it was kind of interchangeable. It was like one side thought the other kids were disrespectful, one side thought the other kids were disrespectful, and it kind of stemmed from that, saying like, oh, these kids had no respect, like all these kids, they're out there acting like hooligans, acting like they had no proper home training.
They come from that tiny island and come over here and try to fight with our boys, acting like this, and that type shit.
And then also on the other side, it's like, oh, you Samoans in the States don't have respect. The follow, y'all don't have, y'all lost the Fa Samoa way, and y'all don't, like just it was back and forth. And me being from the States, but me moving to Samoa, me like being there long enough to see both sides of the coin. I see this and I'm like, damn. I can't believe we're still this disconnected, but I had to check myself because not everybody has had this experience. Yeah. Not everybody was like I was raised in California and then I think I spent a total of 5-6 years in American Samoa and just being there, like really of the culture, not the culture, but of the community, being of the island, being in there, knowing everybody. And just being able to get in with everybody that was from and born and raised there. So much so that a lot of people thought I was from there, at the end of it. So yeah, like what did you see? Because you had a similar experience like I did. So what do you make of it when you see people bickering like this, when you see the both sides having their own opinions on things? Like what do you think?
I think in this case she's right. There's a point where she's right about these kids not having as many opportunities as the kids out here, and they have to do the most to really get some kind of exposure. Like she's right in that. And I think there are parts of the other side where they're right too. So like you said, like there's that disconnect where they're both right on stuff, but they're also very wrong about shit. And if they were to come together, you know what I'm saying, and figure things out, then it would be, it would obviously be beneficial for both. But they don't have the unique perspectives like we do and stuff. You know what I mean? To really think like that. You know what I'm saying? So what was the biggest thing you're taking away from this as someone who's like lived both sides or seen both sides of the coin?
I mean, so with this post, I appreciated how well articulated she was in saying some of these things because for a lot of it is true. When talking about the opportunities, talking about how kids in American Samoa literally they don't have a lot of resources. No. They have a couple specials out there that have spoken on this, but if you're not aware, they'll play a whole football season with equipment from years ago.
Yeah.
Everything is hand-me-down. Like they have a clip. Damn. I forgot who it was. It was an old football player. He was a D lineman. I forgot which one it was, and I don't want to say the wrong name, but he was talking to his kids that he's coaching. And one of the kids was like, "Hey coach, I got I don't have my cleats with me today. Is it okay if I play in my regular shoes?" And he was like, "Oh yeah, that's fine." That's funny because I grew up playing football in American Samoa, and when I was in Pop Warner, I'd play barefoot. I just played, because we didn't have shoes like that. We didn't have an extra pair of shoes to get dirty.
Yeah.
So I just, and so on one side of the coin, she was right that kids in American Samoa, they just don't have the resources. They just don't have the money. That's not to say they don't have the talent, but it's a smaller island. You know, minimum wage is super low. The exports are super low. The tourism isn't what it is in Western Samoa and Hawaii. So just the revenue, just bringing the money being brought into the island is nowhere near what it needs to be for them to have a successful and fully funded football facilities and all that.
Right.
But I still don't like tearing our people down.
Yeah.
And even though she kind of spoke on what was being talked about in the comments, I think this comment, some of this comment still belittles the fact that us in America still go through trials and tribulations as well.
Yeah.
And it's not.
Oh, yeah. I left out a big chunk over there in the beginning of the post. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, there's definitely some bashing still going on, and like I said, like both sides are right in their stances. You know what I'm saying? But we just can't help but be like, you know what? Fuck you, dude. You're over there in America. Fuck you. You don't know what it's like for us.
Yeah.
And then
and that's the thing. That's where the disconnect goes, because everybody feels like they have it worse.
Right.
You know, and I mean, who's to say who does have it worse and who doesn't have it worse? I'm not here to compare
us. We're the ones to say it. We're the ones with the podcast and the microphone.
Yeah, we're the ones who pay $12 a month for Zoom.
Yeah.
No, I'm not here to say who has it worse. You know, being from Sacramento and then also living in Samoa, like I've seen both. I've seen it all. Not that I haven't seen it all, but I've seen a lot from both sides. And so I just hope people can understand, like, you could struggle and other people could struggle too, and y'all don't have to compare it. Like, you could find the beauty in saying, hey, we from totally different places. We have the same roots in terms of culture and identity, but we faced so many different trials and tribulations on our own, and still we come out looking very similar. Like, that's what I learned being in Samoa. Like our struggles was different, you know, and just the upbringing in terms of the culture, in terms of the language, it was very different. But bruh, there are some things that's just embedded in us that we have no control over. Our humor was the same, you know, the way that we consoled each other was the same. You know, the way that we apologized after a fight was the same. Like, it's just these things that's a part of us as a Samoan that we didn't learn. We didn't learn in California. I didn't learn it in California. They didn't learn it in Samoa. Like, we learned it from each other, from our culture and our community. And like, so it didn't matter where we came from: Washington, Sacramento, Carson, Utah, Hawaii. Like, it's things that we connect with each other with that wasn't really like, we didn't really learn it, but it's of us. And I think once people start focusing on that stuff, like cause let's be real. When you get out of town, like, especially I always look at this, like, with people who ain't been out of town a lot, like ain't been out the city a lot, like their first or second time ever being out of their own spot. Bruh, even me, like, you want to let people know where you from. Like, you want to dress the certain type of way. You know you finna look out of place. You know they finna look at you and be like, oh, he ain't from, like, you want that. You want to stand out. It's not, and it's not a bad thing. It's just, that's all you know, and you want people to know where you from, you know. And it's not a gang banging thing. It's not a gang. It's none of that. It's just, I don't know, bro. You just proud.
Yeah, no, that's real. That's real.
You know, and so
I heard it a couple of times, like, oh, he's not from here. I'm like, oh yeah. Say it again with the earshot. Say it again.
It honestly, it makes you, I don't know, bro. It's something about identity. Like, it just makes you feel better about yourself. Like, that you know you're an individual. Right. So that's understandable for these kids. But the people in these, like, I look at this fight and I say, hey man, they football players. They, like what you said, they young. They're young and prideful, and they're in a new era. They're in a new land. Like, dude, all them emotions is jumping up. I don't blame these kids at all for that fight. You know, you got to understand that's what comes with the territory. If you coaching your kids to be vicious on a football field,
right?
Like, But these comments is from grown men and women, 50-year-olds.
Oh, bro.
Talk, bruh, that's the part that really upset me.
Yeah.
Because it's like
you start losing focus of the bigger picture. Once they start like arguing about shit that's just irrelevant, that doesn't matter to what's going on. They don't give a fuck about them kids. They're just like, you know what? I'm right and you're fucking wrong, dude.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying?
It's not about the kids no more. At at a certain point in those exchanges, it stopped being about the kids and it started being about themselves. It started being about who could write the most cleverest comment, who could dig deeper into the other person. Like it just
you fucking tweet from 2013. Like, bro, what the fuck, bro?
It turned into a totally different topic. It wasn't conducive to what the kids were fighting for. It wasn't conducive to the kids' opportunities. None of those comments really spoke to how that happened. How do we go? Where do we go from here to further these kids' chances and opportunities of being seen? Because
man, fuck all that. You was actually wrong. I don't give a fuck about none of that.
It was terrible, bro. So I did pick this comment, and even though I didn't agree with most of it, it was a lot more just well thought out than a lot of them comments that was under there. There was also
you remember off the top of your head what the dumbest comment was?
It was from both sides. It was like, no, these fobs come over here, they just don't know how to, they don't know how to act. And then it was, these Samoans in the States think they black and blah blah blah. And it's just like,
oh my God.
It's just a big disconnect that to me, I kind of forgot people had that because I'm so far removed from thinking like that. I used to think like that on both ends, and then I'm so far removed from it. I kind of felt like, with the times, people would kind of go with it. And then you get on Facebook and realize there's still people in 2000, 2005, 2006. You know what I'm saying? Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, that's my alarm to call my grandma. Leave me alone.
Yeah, that's cool, man. This is the alarm to spell our doom as a people because we just keep going at each other's throats, bro. It's not long until World War III happens over here between Samoans in different regions and stuff.
Yeah. So, man, bro. Stop focusing on the differences, man. We got to start focusing on like the fact that we all listen to Fiji.
Yeah, we all enjoy Fiji, don't we?
Isn't that crazy? We all live in different places, different gangs, different hoods, different, dialects. You got Alaska, you got Washington, you got, what I'm saying? But we all listen to the same stuff.
Yeah, you hear what he's saying? Fiji can stop all gangs.
Fiji can finish. Fiji can end gangs. Straight up. Fiji, you got the power. You got the power.
I've got the power.
Bro, you kind of
what, man? Huh? Kind of what?
Can you do me a favor?
What?
Can you just say sharing the night together?
Sharing the night together. Whoa.
Yo, he sounds just like him, and he looks just, oh my gosh.
I'm about to end gang wars right now.
We about to get you a stool and a wheelchair. We about to get it popping.
Dang, I didn't say all that, Feej. Feej, dog, you better get on this fool.
Shout out to the legends. End gangs, bro. End gangs, please.
And the gangs. Yeah. Oh, I thought you said and the gangs. Shout out to the legend and the gangs. I was like, shit, hey.
No, end it.
Seth is out here, bro.
Fiji. End it, Fiji. You can do this. George, you can do this, George.
For real, man. Come on, George.
Oh, shout out to the and also shortly after that clip went out, they had a picture and all the kids were all around in the field holding hands and ending in prayer. Which was even worse for all the people going off in the comments because it was like, y'all wasn't even involved and y'all over here having these debates amongst each other and hating each other, and the kids already done prayed up and eating McDonald's in the backyard.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So then what the hell are y'all fighting about?
Yeah.
Nothing.
So it was just, shout out to them, man. It looked like they pieced it up and they continued on with more games.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was Yeah, that was
Oh, well,
a
then
big.
good. Then those fucking adults talking all that shit, it just seems like they missed the entire point.
They did. They
The
definitely
kids
did.
got to it before they did. Was over there holding hands, eating friggin' McDoubles and shit.
And these people on Facebook had nothing to do with nothing. Like,
Yeah.
wasn't even in it.
Oh. All right, let's get off of that before we start going in again on our own people. We're gonna start going in on our own people.
Yeah, then we gonna be the problem.
Yeah, if we're not already,
we're gonna have to do a podcast about our podcast.
Hell yeah, bro.
Yeah.
What else is going on out there,
man? You know what? It's I don't know what to say, man. I don't know what to say. Keith Lee left the Bay early.
Yeah, we talked about him a couple times on this show.
Shout out to Keith Lee, man. He is an angel. You know what I'm saying? He's a saint. Yeah, Keith Lee is he's an influencer, TikToker. He reviews food places, typically like family owned, hole in the wall type spots. He'll go over there, give his honest review, and if he really likes a place, and if he gives a good review or a great review, that place will blow up, bro. Right. Keith Lee's following is crazy.
Yeah.
Like, I think if he put out an album, he'd do Beyonce numbers. Straight up. Straight up, bro. Like, his following, and I'm part of his following too. If he did something in Canada, I'll pull up. But like, when you talk about cult following, that is definitely a cult following. Like, it's shown time and time again, bro. He'll go to a restaurant, he'll do a good review, 24-hour check back, and he'll check in with the place, bro. It'll be lines around the building.
Yeah, I've seen that.
So he's been doing a food tour, and they have announced this, and so one of the places that he just did was the Bay Area. I don't know if y'all know, but the Bay Area is they kind of wilding right now. Like, it's grimy out there right now.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, the Bay Area has always been grimy, but I feel like now more than ever, it's been crazy. Gentrification, you got Silicon Valley in there pushing out people and making things super. You can make 6 figures in the Bay and still be low income. So he went. So the funny thing is, before he even got there, he announced that he was going there, and people was like, "Yo, man, don't bip Keith Lee's car."
I've seen a lot of that. Yeah, I've seen a lot of that.
And for those of y'all that ain't familiar, bipping is when people will pull up, they see a bag in your car, they'll use a little window breaker, click, break your window, take the bag, and be out in 10 seconds. Now, a lot of these little kids, they running around doing that. I think they made it a law. If you get caught with one of them window breakers, you can go to jail or something. I think they were working on that kind of law. So it's real bad out there. So they was like warning, hey, Keith Lee, don't bip Keith Lee's car. He's here doing good. Yeah. And so that kind of set the tone.
Yeah.
And then Keith Lee,
if you have to give out an early disclaimer like that, before you come to the region, then yeah, something's going on right now.
Yeah, and they was calling it Gotham.
Okay.
They was saying the Bay Area was Gotham. So yeah, Keith Lee went. He had a few reviews, and they were all right. He had hit a couple good ones, and then he out of nowhere, because the influencers, they have like they post certain days, certain times, so they don't post as soon as they make it. Like, they'll make a video, they'll make 5 videos or something, and they'll release it. So out of nowhere, us thinking we was gonna get more content, comes out with a video and says he's leaving the Bay Area early. Did you see why he was leaving the Bay early?
Nah, I just seen like the fallout from that and everybody talking about it, but I didn't see why.
So he left the Bay early because he doesn't feel like the Bay Area is catering towards tourists at the moment. He said a lot of the places that they went to, were establishments, like were high-end restaurants that were kind of catering to Silicon Valley and people like that. And if they were more low-end, family-owned, mom and pop type shops, it was already a line out the door. People, shout out to Mac Moley. He posted a video talking about it, and he was like, the thing about the Bay is the rent is so high. If a place is under the radar, if it's under the radar for too long, it'll go under because it doesn't have enough money to pay the rent.
Yeah.
And so a lot of places that are there are already established, even if they're mom and pop shops, because they have to be in order to pay the rent, in order to pay the bills. So he was saying it's hard to tell Bay Area people about a low key spot. They kind of already know about it.
Right.
They kind of already.
He was talking about how everybody's like interconnected, no matter where you at. You know, what school you go to and what job you go into. You're probably commuting to different cities, so the news and the information about that place is already up. You know what I'm saying? So people is already lined up at the door.
Yeah. So it was a lot of things contributing to it, but the Bay, they ran Keith. They didn't run him out, but it was just it was just funny the narratives that were pushed from that because. People were saying the Bay is grimy, the Bay is this, the Bay is that, and then Keith Lee, the saint, the guy who we've seen bring people out of potential debt, potential foreclosure. Even he was like, "Hey man, I can't help you."
Yeah, I mean, he can't really because it's kind of hard for him to establish a foothold in there already. You know what I'm saying? So it was like a lot of factors like beyond his control, like gentrification, everybody wilding. Like there's not much that he could have done. Were there a lot of people like talking down on Keith Lee for leaving early?
Bruh, I don't understand.
Look at that.
There was.
Yeah.
There was people like, we don't need Keith Lee to tell us about where to eat in the Bay.
Okay, E40, relax.
No, it wasn't E40. Chill out.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying. It was fucking Jay Stalin. Chill out, bro.
Yo,
God damn,
Marcus is saying this, not me.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a lot of, I don't know, man. People get so defensive. It's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't take it like that. If he went to Sacramento, it was like, I gotta be like, well, you know what I'm saying? That's his opinion. But a lot of people was riled up. A lot of people took it to heart. A lot of people was just pissed off that he left early and that, oh, you should have went here. You should have went there. There was one dude, I think he's a rapper. I guess he said some stuff about Keith Lee. And then he came out and was like, yo, I want to take back everything I said about Keith Lee. I was unaware that he came out with the rapper Guap Dad. Guap Dad, and he was like, I didn't know he came out with my big bro. I didn't know Big Bro was hosting him and showing him around. I apologize. I take everything back. So I thought that was really cool of that person. And the, just Keith Lee going out there with some respected folks. But yeah, man, I didn't, it was I don't know, man. Like out of everywhere he went to Houston, he went to New York, he went to LA, and the Bay Area is the one spot, and to be real, a lot of people overlook the Bay Area. Yeah. Like a lot of people overlook the Bay Area. And they be trying to tell them they started the slang, they started the pimp, and they started the game and just the player and all that. And a lot of people just overlook it. And that I don't think they realize how real it gets in the Bay. Right. And I mean, maybe this is opening their eyes a little bit because it ain't just the streets. Like the Bay not just dealing with the streets, they also dealing with gentrification. They dealing with Silicon Valley like coming in. And at first so the way it worked is first the businesses came in and they took over the middle of the city and they kind of pushed the residents, the people that was the foot soldiers, the people that, minimum wage workers and whatnot, they pushed them up on the hills like, oh no, this is our spot. We got the city, y'all go up there. And then years later, they realized like, wait, this spot on top of the hill overlooking the Bay Area is actually prime real estate. So now they already pushed them out the middle and now they pushing them up top and then they pushing them from up top. Now they having to leave and just the way they raising the prices, the way they doing that is crazy. It's anybody that's still living in the Bay, man, like you got to tip your hat to them because it is expensive out there.
I heard, yeah.
I'm sure LA is expensive too in certain parts, but I feel like the whole Bay is expensive. It ain't even in the spots where you like, there ain't nothing out here.
Right. There's no certain parts of the Bay that are expensive. It's all expensive. Like out here in LA, like there's definitely certain parts that are more expensive than others. But yeah, I've always gotten the notion that everywhere in the Bay, no matter where you're at, is super fucking expensive. Yeah. So Yeah, no, I'm already knowing. And like on top of all the the rent is too goddamn high, and I was looking like Tent City too, like it's looking
Yep.
crazy out there. That's
Yeah.
what the homie from work was telling me too. He went out there recently, like maybe a month or two ago. He's like, "Yeah, bro, Tent City, all over the streets," and I'm just like,
Yeah.
"Yeah, see, man, you better start working over there at Silicon Valley to make some money, all right, and destroy it from the inside."
Hey, go in there and click delete on all the cloud servers.
Yeah.
But
not up their motherboards.
Not the ones that host this podcast, though.
You know what I'm saying? No, we're good down here in LA, I think.
Yeah. And what spots would you put in your area for Keith Lee to go visit?
Oh, so you said he went to LA, the Bay, New York, Houston.
Yeah, I think so. I think he went to New Orleans. New
Orleans, too. Okay.
And Chicago.
Oh, yeah. He went to Chicago. Okay, so he went to the big cities already.
Yeah.
Damn. Where the fuck can you go from there? Vegas?
No, he went to Vegas too. I'm saying in LA, if he were to come to your area, your neck of the woods, where would you send him?
Oh,
I need three.
3? Come to Louis out here in Carson. I guess that's Torrance. Come to Louis. Go to Foster Freeze. I'm trying to name Carson places.
Yeah.
Go to Foster Freeze, and then, damn, the third one.
I'm guessing. So Tams is not in your area.
It's close by, but no, not in my area.
Okay.
Compton. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, I'll put Tams on there.
Okay.
I'll throw Tams on there. It's a Southern California, you know what I'm saying, staple. Yeah, I'll say Tams.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't really know like which spots in Sacramento is like good food spot. I don't. Yeah. I was thinking about it, and I'm like, damn, bro, like I only know the spots that got cheap things that you could buy a lot of. Like I don't really know. Oh, yeah. Like the El Camino, they got that little taqueria spot. But the only reason I like it is because they breakfast burritos was like $8-9, so you could buy 2 of them to be cool.
Right. I mean, we're not looking for quality of the food, right? We're looking for convenience.
Yeah, and also it's 24 hours, so you can pull up at any time you want and get you a burrito. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really know. Like, they got a fish spot. They got a fish spot in Arden, Ocean Mart. Oh, okay. That fish spot over there, the fish and chips. My parents put me onto that. That spot their fish batter is so good. It's so light. You feel like you eat 10 of them things. It's real good, bro. Yeah. Yeah, I don't really know. I don't know what else.
If he likes going to like real good hole in the wall spots, I'm trying to think of some off the top, but there's not one that comes to mind. There's this pizza spot that everybody raves about over there off of Carson and Western. Probably send them there. I still haven't even gone myself. I still need to go too.
We got a spot. Have you been to Rico's Pizza?
No.
Rico's Pizza got like the biggest pizza in the world.
Okay.
I don't know if it's the biggest pizza in the world, but it's huge. Yeah. They got like the pizza slices are like this long, bro.
God bless it,
bro. And they're like super long and skinny, but like it's just like a big old pizza spot. I think they're about to close down this year, actually.
Keith Lee, go to Rico's.
Yeah, go to Rico's. But I ain't gonna lie, the pizza's not like fantastic. It's just big. Like
that's the whole game. Oh man, at least make it good if it's gonna be big, right?
Nah, and they got an arcade. Like,
oh, okay. Well, I'm going for the arcade.
Yeah, that's it. So I don't really know anything. But shout out to Keith Lee, man. Keep trying to do your thing. And shout out to the Heat. Shout out to the Miami Heat, man.
What's going on with the Heat?
We didn't really have anything to say about this other than that's pretty cool. Miami Heat re-signed Eric Spoelstra to a what is it, 5 years? Oh, it doesn't say how many years, but I'm guessing like 5 years. But they gave him a contract, 120 million as a head coach. And the cool thing about it is they waited until his divorce was finalized to pay him that money, so he didn't have to share it with you know who.
Wait, who's you know? Do you know his wife? Like who's his wife?
Yeah, you don't know?
No,
Mrs. Spoelstra.
As soon as you said you know who, I was like, dude, is she bad? Is she a bad person?
No, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. She's not. I don't know if she's bad, but she's down bad now.
Yeah, she down
Bitch
bad.
got
You
all
lost
60
out on the
million.
You know what I'm saying? You lost out, bud.
Yeah. So I just thought that was cool. I don't really know of an employer who cares about their employees enough to say, you know what, we'll wait till you're divorced to pay you this money. Like, I wonder if he took a pay cut.
Ooh, I don't know.
Because yeah, you seen what?
I seen a picture of Spoelstra before he became a coach. He's been with the Heat organization for a very long time. I think he was like their video editors and stuff from like the late 90s and stuff. So he's been around for a long time.
You know what he looks like when I see a picture of him?
What?
I could see him being a referee.
Yeah. He's got the referee face. Yeah.
He has real referee demeanor.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He looks like he got on the, a little hand whistle. He looks like the type. Like,
yeah.
It's kind of weird.
Yeah, he's kind of weird, but don't sleep on Spo. He's actually a really good coach.
Oh, you know him to call him that?
Yeah, I know him. We call him up. Spo.
Don't sleep on Spo.
But yeah, don't sleep on Spo.
You call Spo. I'm gonna call Rock.
Yeah, I'm gonna call Dwayne.
I'm gonna call Dwayne. I just call him Dwayne. Yeah, Dwayne. Yo, what? Yeah, I don't know any job or employer that cares enough about their workers to do something like this. I think that's pretty I think that's pretty neat. You know?
Yeah.
I think that's pretty cool. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. For real. If I were to tell my job I'm getting a divorce, I'm like, okay, well, that's okay. You're still getting paid shit, buddy.
Actually, we're gonna dock your pay.
Yeah.
You're, now. You're not getting the marriage pay. You're getting the single pay.
Yeah.
Shout out to Exposure, Spoelstra. Shout out to the Heat. Shout out to Miami. You know what I'm saying? We're going to Miami. Welcome to Miami. Shout out to the Rock. The Rock. Shout out. Oh yeah, he went to.
Shout out to the
Rock. He was in Miami. Shout out to the Fresh Prince. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Anyways.
So it's Monday, right? Sunday, yesterday was wild card weekend, right?
Yeah.
So
well, they have a game going on right now.
Who's playing?
The Eagles and the Bucks. Hold on, it's 6:20 right now. Let me see what's going on. Go ahead.
I just saw the video of Gilly with the big ass fucking Phillies hat or the big ass Eagles hat, and then he threw it down. Fuck. Damn. Bam.
Eagles are losing 16-3.
Ugh. But who are they playing?
The Buccaneers.
To the Buccaneers?
Philly is crumbling. I love it. I love it.
All right, so what's been going on? What did you see this weekend?
First off, I just want to say to all you haters, the Dolphins did not lose because of Tua. I'll stop saying that. While the game was still being played, while they still had a chance to come back, at that point, Tua had only thrown 15 passes. All right, they ran the ball like 6 or they ran the ball like 12 times. I don't know. They should have got the ball rolling or running the ball, but they did not. Mike McDaniels or whoever is in charge of the offense, whoever is calling the plays, you need to lose your job. The Dolphins, I repeat, the Dolphins did not lose because of Tua. That is not the case. The weather, bro, like, first of all, I sound like I'm caping. I understand. Yeah. And you know what? I might be because that's the O's. They need to make domes on all football fields. Let's stop this, man. Let's stop it. Global warming is changing up the landscape. All right, them dudes in the 50s wasn't playing in this kind of weather. All right, this is different. They need to make domes on all the fields. That's it. No more nothing. I think the Dolphins played in like negative degree weather.
Yeah,
that's crazy. Yeah. That's crazy.
That's straight up dangerous, bro. People can die in that kind of weather, bro.
like frostbite. You ever heard of frostbite?
You know what I'm saying? I seen a picture of Patrick Mahomes' helmet. That shit cracked after he got hit. Like literally cracked.
Bro, you know what people don't realize too? Like, cause it's cold out here. It's like 8 degrees out here, right? This weekend it was super cold.
Yeah.
But when it's cold like that, there's no moisture in the ground. The ground has no give. Like I know they say that like
Okay,
the
groundskeeper Willie, this guy.
dude, you can walk through the grass over here when it's cold, and it's like harder than the asphalt, or it's like as hard as the asphalt. It's like the grass, like the grass is like chips away when you step on it. Like it crunches.
Yeah.
It crunches like you stepping on freaking honey bunches of oats on the ground or something. It's crazy. It's crazy. So it's just unsafe. Just the scenery, the setting of that game was terrible. They shouldn't have played. But other than that, though, the Dolphins' offensive scheme was terrible. Their defense was horrible. It was not a good look. It was not a good they should have. I will say this. It was kind of Tua's fault that they lost the last game against the Bills. Like, yeah, that was kind of.
I read a lot about that. I read a lot of that. That Tua is he doesn't really show up on the big stage. You know what I'm saying?
This last game, I watched the whole thing. I don't blame it on him, bro. The whole offense, the offense as a whole. Like, first of all, aside from him throwing it in that kind of weather, you got people trying to catch it in that kind of weather. Like, no, you pound a rock. You know, you got two of the fastest running backs in the NFL, and they don't have 10 plus carries each. That's crazy. That's crazy. In that weather, that's crazy. Their offense, man, I don't know. Maybe the defense was running something to where they didn't feel comfortable. Maybe they were stacking the box and I didn't see it. But it's crazy that they didn't do more on the ground. They should have done that on the ground. It would have opened up the passing. The Dolphins lost. I don't put it on Tua. It was whoever's in charge of the offense. Steelers just lost this morning. JD texted as soon as they lost. JD texted, "Oh, soccer season just started." Oh man, I will give it up to the Steelers though, bro. Like nobody really expected them to make it to the playoffs, and the fact that they did, that was great because Tomlin has done a great job as a head coach his whole career. Never had a losing season. Come on, bro. So yeah, nah. But we kind of expected them not to win. But the biggest upset.
He just had to throw that in, JD. He didn't expect. He just wanted to, you know what I'm saying?
The biggest upset was the Cowboys.
Yeah. That
we
shit
them boys.
Hold on. Man, I was tripping out when I seen that shit yesterday, bro. And I don't really watch sports like that anymore, but when I seen the score in the second half, I was like, bro. Wasn't this in at like 30 something to 0?
Nah, I wasn't at 0. Or it might have been a 0. I was at work. Or was I at work? No, I was doing something, but
it was
I definitely
smacked around.
I seen the updates.
Yeah, that shit was they were getting smacked around, bro.
Yeah. Cowboys. What did you expect? What did you expect? Did you think? They not going.
I don't think you think.
Cowboys wasn't ever going to do nothing. You talk about Tua folding. Like Tua might be one person, but the Cowboys as an organization, they fold every single time. Every single time. And the funniest part about this was so many Cowboy fans was like, man, I hope somebody beats the Niners for us. Like that's what they were saying. Like, man, I hope, hopefully the Niners get knocked off before we meet them deeper in the playoffs. Like they nobody thought they would lose at home to Green Bay. Oh my God. I love it.
Is Mike McCarthy out? Is he out?
I don't know. Because they did a lot this year. It sounded like Dak kind of stood with his coach. That was pretty cool. I will say that was pretty dope.
Dak.
Yeah. Max Crosby also for your Raiders. Max Crosby, from what I read, he stood with his coach. He said, if y'all look for another coach outside of Pierce, is it Pierce? AP? If y'all look for a coach outside of AP, then I will request a trade.
Ooh.
And I mean, y'all thought losing Khalil Mack was bad. This white boy is crazy.
Yeah.
This white boy don't take no breaks. He played 95% of snaps as a defensive end.
God damn.
That man is a beast.
Yeah.
I think Max Crosby's better than Nick Bosa. Well, I mean, I don't. Yeah, what? Please, if Crosby was on our defense with the offensive coordinator having to take care of Fred Warner and Greenlaw and Eric Armstead, if he was on our defense in Nick Bosa's position, Crosby would get 25 sacks a year. 30 sacks a year, easy. So yeah, I think honestly, I feel like with that cosign of Max Crosby, I think AP is y'all coach because y'all not finna let go of him.
Yeah, that's around from day one.
Y'all need to keep that man. That man is crazy. Yeah. And the Instagram lives after the games just proved to me we might have drafted the wrong white boy.
Oh.
And he was like a 4th rounder. Oh my God, bro. That pissed me off so much. So yeah, man, shout out to the football, man. Sorry, we had to go. I had to go there. Marcus was like, "Oh, you want to talk about?" I was like, "Hell yeah, I want to talk about this."
Yeah, for
Cowboys
real. My guy was fired up.
Cowboys suck. You know what I'm saying? Eagle killer. You know what I'm saying? Well, we don't have to even kill the Eagles, man. Why you? Man, look, the Cowboys is out. The Eagles is out. If somebody knock off the Ravens on the other end.
Yeah, that sounds like an easy road to the Super Bowl for the Niners, bro. Because the whole preview was the Ravens and Niners for the whole thing.
I'll be honest. I don't think anybody want to see the Ravens. That's why I was kind of hoping the Steelers win because I feel like on that side of the bracket, if it ain't Mahomes, it would be the Steelers to beat the Ravens. I think Tomlin knows them well enough to coach them into, and the players know each other well enough to be the kryptonite. But now that they out, it's all on Mahomes. I ain't gonna lie. I need that Super Bowl rematch. I don't want the Ravens rematch this year. I'll be honest. I don't want that.
Is Lamar looking like MVP again?
God,
he's getting his second MVP title this year.
I mean, his passing, he passes well. Like he has great accuracy and he can put the ball where it is. But as far as numbers, his passing ain't that like his yardage ain't nothing crazy. But he's doing it with people that nobody really knows of outside of Odell.
Right.
So that's impressive. And the running back, like their running backs have changed up the whole year. Like they lost J.K. Dobbins, then they turned into Gus Edwards, and then what's his name? Keaton popped up out of nowhere. And is it Keaton or is it Mitchell? I forget. But they just have had so there's no steady run game besides Lamar. So I mean, with what he has, I would kind of put him in there. Ooh, but that defense, if defenses could get MVPs, that defense might deserve it. They defense is scary, bro. So yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, we dedicated this whole segment just so Sefa can go off on the Cowboys.
Cowboys, y'all suck.
Because y'all suck.
Hold on, let me check the Eagles score again, bro. I love this. I love this. The Eagles score 6. Oh, it's 9-16. 9-16. You know what I'm saying? North Sacramento, you know what I'm saying? We out here. Even when we lose, we win. You know what I'm saying?
First Transcontinental Railroad.
Yeah, they was getting goods. They was getting it to us. Yeah, they had to stop through Sacramento. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, shout out to history classes, American Samoa. We didn't learn a damn thing.
Not a damn thing. Yeah. So tell us who the fuck y'all think is gonna be MVP this year. You know what I'm saying? Is your team still in the playoffs right now, or are they slated to win their game? You know what I mean?
We need to see what team y'all repping in the comments. Where are y'all? What team y'all repping, man? Because I don't want to hear no flip flopping. Oh, I've been a Niners fan. Oh, I've been a Ravens. No, claim it right now. Let's see y'all. Let's see where y'all loyalty lies. I want to see who I got to block.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, man.
Yeah. Anything else? Anything else you feel like pressing issues that we have to talk about?
Nah, bro. I think we got a good amount in, man. We got a good amount in. We were talking about a whole bunch of nothing, and a whole bunch of everything. What you laughing at? What happened?
I was like, no, I'm gonna go back to sleep.
No, bro. This entire show, I've been smelling them damn pork chops.
Oh yeah, that's right.
It smells
that's
so
right.
good right now, bro. But
This dude gotta rub it in my face that he can smell.
Okay.
Thanks,
Look,
bro.
you're taking steps.
Thanks, bro.
To get better at that, bro. It's okay. It's all right, man.
Yeah, man. Shout out to y'all, man. Appreciate
Please,
y'all for tuning in.
Y'all know what it is, man.
Yeah, and also if y'all got anything y'all want us to talk about, or if y'all got something y'all want to ask us, you know what I'm saying? We got some good advice.
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah. Patreon.com.
We don't have our lives together, but we can help you get yours together. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah, hit us up everywhere, man. Y'all follow us already. You know what I'm saying? Patreon.com/Polytickin Podcast. Y'all know what it is. Hit us up on the Instagram. Hit us up on the socials. Oh, hello, Marcus. Ask Sefa Am. If you're listening right now, leave a rating. You know what I'm saying? Leave a review.
Yeah.
You know, I guess it's good for the algorithm, you know what I'm saying? But also, if you really mess with us and the show, please let us know, you know, what you feel, how you feel about it. You know what I'm saying? Talk to us. Other than that, you know, I'm good. I got nothing else.
Me either, my brother. So with that being said, take us out, dog.
There's been another episode of the Polytickin Podcast, you friggin' nerds. I'm Marcus, that's Sefa Am. You know what it is. We out, man. Go far.
Yeah, fire.
Go far. Fire.